Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Bookish Artist Mandy and I'm coming at you today with the Colorvent calendar, the very first day. Now I chose to do this one day, one video just so you can enjoy it as we experience the fun. I did not pick up this calendar last year. I only did one last year and I ended up doing both this year. I went back and forth and just decided that, you know what? Let's do it. So here we are, and we are going to open up day one. All right, here we go. Day one. Now, I really liked, in case you want to know, spoiler alert, I really liked day one of Inkvent. So let's see. Martian dust. The red dust of Mars regularly rises with massive storms, covering the entire planet. Okay, let's see if I can get this out. I'm gonna go off camera, get this out, and we'll be back. Okay, so I cannot figure out if this has a shimmer in it or not. It looks to be standard, so I am just gonna go with its standard. If you wanna know my tools, check out my Inkvent, Diamine Inkvent video one, but I'm doing the same thing here. This is my Midori Traveler's Notebook insert, and I have it all set up with a sticker, some stamps, whatnot, and we're just going to get into this. Let's do it. It looks red, which makes sense, since the color on the outside is red. It's exciting to see. I have no idea what it's going to look like. Let me grab my spoon. All right. It is a dark red. Oh ho ho. Now, I don't know if Colorvent this year is going to have taken notes from last one. The person I watched most last year was my Dandelion Diaries, and I know that she was kind of disappointed with the amount of colors that Colorvent came out with, that she didn't really love all of her inks or the Colorvent last year, which made me a little nervous about getting this. But as this one is a really deep dark red so far, and I love a good dark burgundy red, and this is looking to be that. And I'm trying to think of if I have anything in my collection that looks like this, but I don't think I do actually. And I'm not doing any ink comparisons in these videos. I just really want to focus on this one and looking at how it performs. Martian dust. Now, the one thing that I decided, because you can't get these inks outside of the Colorvent except for the whatever it is, the winners, I decided that I wanted to do it because there were enough last year that I was like, oh, I wish I would have had that ink. Okay, so there that is. And now I'm going to come down here and do my sketch. It is working really well on my copper dip nib. And now I mentioned this in my Inkvent video, because I don't know if you're going to watch both of them, if you're going to just watch one. I just assume that you're going to watch both because why not? But you never know. I am doing little drawings of old sketches from my old sketchbooks, and I am writing little stories. So I'm going to ink up a pen after I do this sketch, and then I'm going to do a writing sample, and I'm going to come back and show you the ink and my final thoughts on the ink for the day. So let you know how it works in a pen and what it looks like in writing. And I did a medium nib for the Inkvent, so I kind of want to switch it up and do different pens and see how they look, but it's really fun to get this dip nib out. I love this copper nib so much. The Kakimori Copper is where it's at least between the copper and the brass. I didn't have the steel, but I do have the Colorverse steel, And I don't love it. It's really, I don't know. I don't like the way this, the nib, maybe the ink goes down, but it's, the steel is just too hard where the copper is soft. So that is that kind of off side note. This ink is very, it goes down very, very good. I need to dip again because I'm trying to color in an ear. I like to do a little bit of coloring so you can kind of see. But there we go. There it is. I'm going to do this. I'm going to color this all in because that's kind of shadowed behind. And that is Martian Dust. So I'm going to go ink up a pen and I will be back. All right, so I chose to ink up a TWSBI, and when I say ink up, barely. I filled it enough that I could probably get through today, maybe tomorrow writing with this, just because I know that I'm gonna have more ink, and I know that I already inked up one with the ink vent. That's all I inked. So I literally stopped it real fast so I could experiment. Now this one, my rose gold white, has an extra fine nib, so I wanted to try out. I used a Benu medium for the other ink, and as it's dried, it has kind of a greenish black sheen, if you can see that. I'm trying to show it. And it is really dark, especially in the writing with the pen. And I forgot to put, I like to do this too. Martian Dust. So this is definitely an orange leaning dark red. So it's a dark red, but it has that orange warmness in it, and it is very legible. It is a really pretty red, and I think it's going to be nice for those times when I want more of a palette that is that kind of dark moody. It has a mood, and it's kind of fun because you can see that it does sheen, but it doesn't sheen, again, in the writing. It's not gonna overpower, at least in an extra fine. But I am enjoying the ink. It is very good flowing, especially I've had issues with this TWSBI, so I thought, let's try it out with this extra fine. So it was a great writing experience. I'm a little meh on the color, to be perfectly honest. I like it. I don't think this would be one that I would jump out and buy. And the 15 milliliter bottle is quite large. However, it's a nice one. It is a nice red ink that is not standard. And I like that it's not a standard in-your-face red. It's very subdued. And I think this one is probably going to be one that a lot of people like. But it's very pretty and weirdly pretty. So I am excited to see in the next one. If you have kind of one that you think this might look similar to, let me know down in the comments. But I don't think I really have anything that looks like this. This is not a color that I go for. So I'm kind of excited to see what my thought process is through the month and see. It's so hard to tell because it's only day one, right? It's like, oh, what are the other colors going to be? I have no idea. So there is day one. Let me know down in the comments what you are thinking of this. Again, I did share this with my first video. As I zoom out and get crazy, I am going to be sharing this little story on Instagram, so go ahead and check me out on Instagram if you would like. The links are down in the description, but I am doing little stories. So each ink vent has a little Christmas story of a character, and this character is Rosie. She's a little mouse, and she just moved to my little quaint town. And then my other one is another character of mine. So you will be able to read the story if you would like. Otherwise, it's just a nice way to see the writing and to see the ink. And it's going to be really fun to be able to look back on this and have all of this. And I did save space between the ink vent and the color vent for me to kind of do my top inks and talk about them, or maybe just rank them all by 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, that kind of thing. Anyway, That's it. And I really appreciate you being here. Like, comment, subscribe, all the links, you know the drill by this time. All right, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.